Hello everyone, Danusia here. And today I am thrilled to have Mary from Selling Sunset with me. Her story goes much deeper than the glamorous world of high-end real estate. Mary became a mum to her son at 15, and she shares with us how that experience shaped her into the successful woman she is today. Get ready for real talk and major inspiration.
Welcome to this podcast, Mary. I am super excited that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
So, teen moms, we have a reputation, don't we?
Yeah, I guess so. It's not easy, as you know, but I think it makes you stronger.
I think it does. I agree with you. Talk me through look, here you are in the most amazing position in life with a huge series on Netflix, great success professionally. And what happened between having him and now?
I think having my son at such an early age, you have no choice but to have a strong work ethic just for survival. And I think that taught me, just the struggles in life. And I was just motivated to I just never wanted to scrape by. I've just always had just this motivation and want for success for both myself and my son. But I think the turning point was joining the Oppenheim group. Jason is my best friend and an amazing boss. He mentored me, and then the show came about, and that was just taken on its own set of legs, and it's just incredible.
What are the challenges that you think that women still face? What are they?
People not taking you seriously and thinking that they can walk all over you because you're a woman and you're not, they can overpower you. I think that still happens. I hold my ground pretty well. It doesn't happen quite as much, especially the more successful I get. I'm very firm and I just let them know the reasons why. I'm like, listen, I'm here to help you. I'm giving you my professional advice. If you don't want to take it, fine. But at least you know, and I'm forewarning you. And so most of the time by approaching it that way and not just like going along with it, like, okay, you're the client, I've learned how to make people understand and respect me, but it's what's happening less and less. But with certain clients, you still face it.
When you get these higher and higher and higher deals, how does that make you feel as a businesswoman?
It's so gratifying. I'm just proud of myself and looking forward to what else I can accomplish.
Yeah. And what I really love about this is that your story is a story of huge inspiration to so many women, from teen mom that so many people have, opinions about, which I really wish they keep them to themselves. Nevertheless, they do. And, to raising a wonderful young man, to having this great big career and get even as you were, to many people, it will be the pinnacle, but you're actually raising the bar, raising it higher. And that's hugely inspirational, isn't it?
I think as a teen mom and going through that, you're always limited a little bit by how much you can do because you're always trying to juggle so much. And I'm still juggling, but not where I have to put my son first. And the sky's the limit for me now. I've put in my time where I have to stop everything to take him to school, go pick him up, and all those things. Like if I couldn't afford a nanny or a babysitter to do it. And so now I'm just like, okay, this is my time. I'm going to put everything I have into it and see what I can do, like prove to myself how far I can go.
Yeah, that seems to be at the heart of the way that you operate, like proving how far can I go?
Yeah.
How big? How successful?
It's a competition with myself. I'm not trying to beat other people.
When do you think you'll ever be satisfied? Do you think there'll be a point when you'd be satisfied with yourself?
I'll be satisfied, but I don't know if I'll ever stop attempting to do more. I'm satisfied with my success to this point, but it doesn't mean I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a difference between being satisfied and growing. So you're satisfied and at peace with where you are. Great. And you want to go that bit more.
Yeah, but I still have more ambition.
So one of the reasons I set up the podcast was because there's this whole notion that when you become a mother, you lose your ambition. You blow that out the water. It's a load of bullshit. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's bullshit. Amanda is proof. She became a mother and she loves her. They are everything to her, but she also, the more successful she gets, the more she wants. And then she works even harder because she has 2 kids to take care of now as a single mother. But the more success she receives, she's like, okay. And she's the same way. She's like, I want more. And so she's even more motivated to see what she can do for her kids, for her. And so I don't think there's most mothers, and especially single mothers, it's the opposite. You work your butt off more than people realize. So you have to be a very strong and motivated person to not just sit back and give up.
Yeah, exactly. Single mothers are powerhouses because we have to just keep moving forward and we have to hold everything together. And of course, partnered up mothers are also super motivated because the world is telling us that actually we are, we have a
kid and you're stuck in this position and you have to fight to not be that.
Exactly. It's like it's been a propeller for you to push you forward because you've had your son all these years and, you've needed to prove and keep going. I have to say, have a life of your own, surely. I mean, be a woman in your own right.
Right. Yeah, because, for many years, as you probably know, you struggle just to make ends meet and get in and have, support your kid. But you do lose your own life. It does become them. You're just fighting for that. So now it's like you can have your own identity. You can be this other person. I think you never stop trying to have it all.
Yeah. Well, there's so many debates about whether you can actually have it all. I'm constantly asked to talk about it. And I have 10 children, so.
No way. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I do. I have 10 children. And I believe that, having it all isn't really it's not really where the debate needs to be. It's why are we asking women if we can have it all? It's like, that's not it. So
I think having it all is having what makes you happy. What do you want to accomplish? Having it all is relative.
Exactly. For me, it's about having yourself. I want to be the woman I am without having to think about this weird balance that I don't know that this balance exists. It just as soon as you get balance, it's out. So I'm not sure that we're even looking at the right debate. We don't ask men if they've got it all, have it all. We never do. So what I want to be able to do is work, to my potential and enjoy what I want and to raise my kids to be happy. I don't want people to be vigilantly looking whether I can do one or the other.
I couldn't miss the chance to ask Mary about her thoughts on ageism. Her husband is 12 years younger than her.
So I wanted to ask you about ageism and whether you experienced. I'm wondering how frustrating that might be for you.
I think it's hypocritical because men date women younger than them all the time. But when women do it, then, everyone's like, oh, he's just using her for money. And why would she want to be with someone like so close to her son's age? First of all, Romain and my son are leagues apart. He's just leagues apart as far as being a man and being on that maturity. And my first husband actually, who passed away, he was much older than me. I think he was 13 years older than me. And now Romain is 13 years younger than me. I don't care about age.
Yeah. It is very double standard. It's very hypocritical.
Yeah, I just think people need to focus on the connection. Age does not matter. I could technically be a grandma right now. In reality, it doesn't matter. It's just a number. I still feel like I did when I was in my 20s, just a lot more wise together and mature. I've learned a lot of life lessons. I feel better than ever. There's nothing I can't do.
So it could be argued that you're reaching your peak.
I know. When everyone says you're going downhill, I'm like, oh no, I'm still
yeah, you're on that trajectory. You're not going there. No. No, and I think it's people's assumptions, isn't it, about that number and what that means. And it's changed. 40 used to be middle-aged. Now it's not. So
I think a lot of people, and this is a lesson for a lot of people, that it doesn't matter what your age is or what you perceive your age to be, if that's old or too young or whatever. It's you can do whatever you want at any age. You can, I mean, at 40, I'm just starting to just really excel. And I've got years of even bigger success to look forward to. So age is just a number.
Age is just a number, absolutely. And I'm wondering the big question about having children, isn't it, in 40s? It's a really big kind of topic for a lot of women.
I am going through that topic right now. If it were just me on my own, I would not have another child. I've been there, done that in the most difficult way. But it's not something that at least at this point, that is something very important to me, but it is very important to my husband. So I'm willing to do it for him. I just need to make sure, that we have adequate help and that we're at a point when we do it where we're both happy and want to, and it's enriching our lives, not taking away from it. Because I think if you do it when it's under stress, it's not helping our relationship in the marriage, and it's not going to be beneficial bringing a kid into that environment. And I did warn him, though, I might have to do like a surrogate if we wait too long, because I'm like, my body is never going to bounce back like it did when I was 16. So you have to be very aware of this. And he just, it was something he never thought about. He's like, a surrogate. And I told him, he's like, oh, okay, I wouldn't care. I love you regardless. But I think for me, it's something I would consider depending on how far in the future we do it. If I'm close to 50 at that point, I'm probably going to do a surrogate.
Quick sidebar. If you watch Selling Sunset, you'll know Mary and Romaine suffered a septic miscarriage in 2023 and Mary underwent surgery. Let's get back to our conversation.
I've had children in my 40s. I had my triplets in my 40s.
You had triplets in your 40s? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I thought it was going to be one baby and it turned out to be 3, which was a bit of a shock. Mary, it was a shock.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So, there's so many women that are having babies in our 40s and continuing to be thriving business women. And, the technological advances have really smashed this apart in so many ways.
We're able to now. And it's amazing that the technology is there so that we can focus on our careers until we're ready and still have that as an option. So yeah, we are going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And I'm so happy that we had this conversation. And I just have absolutely no doubt you are on your way up, raising the bar. And as I said, really, for millions and millions of women, you're representing what can be possible, for women who put their mind to it. So I thank you so much, Mary. This was such a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Mary's story is a powerful reminder that with hard work and determination, anything is possible. Don't forget to check out Mary on Selling Sunset, if you haven't, and follow her on social media. And to all of you listening, remember, never give up on your dreams, no matter what challenges you face. Until next time, keep thinking and loving. Take care, everyone.